John had always been an ordinary man living an ordinary life. But that all changed the day he woke up to find himself trapped in a never ending nightmare. It was a day that never ended. Every morning, he awoke in his bed, drenched in cold sweat, knowing what was about to happen. He rushed downstairs to find his wife Sarah and their two children, Emily and Michael, blissfully unaware of the impending horror. But John knew, and he couldn't stop it. The doorbell would ring, a sound that sent shivers down John's spine. He would glance out of the window, seeing a tall, shadowy figure standing on the doorstep. The intruder, a face concealed in darkness, would enter without hesitation, a chilling grin etched across their lips. Each day played out the same gruesome scene. John would scream and plead, but his voice was always muted, his body paralyzed. He could only watch as the intruder's knife flashed in the dim light, cutting through flesh and bone. The screams of his family echoed in his ears, and tears streamed down his face, hot with impotent rage and despair. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the day would reset. John would find himself back in the bed, his wife and children alive once more, as if nothing had happened. It was a hellish Groundhog Day, a relentless cycle of terror that never ceased. As the days turned into weeks and then months, John's sanity began to unravel. He tried everything to break the loop, locking the doors, calling the police, even leaving town, but nothing could stop the inevitable. The intruder always found a way in, and John could only watch as his family met a gruesome end again and again. In the end, John Parker was a man caught in a day that never ended. A man who would forever be forced to watch the ones he loved die at the hands of an unrelenting evil. It was a horror beyond imagination, a nightmare from which there was no awakening. And John was condemned to suffer for all eternity. What he had done to deserve a spot in hell was something John could not figure out.